What's up, guys? I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be doing scariest things ever caught on a dash cam. And most of these things are pretty frightening. I watched a couple, like maybe a minute or two of the video and looked at a couple of things that were on here. I will be leaving the link down in the description below so you can go watch it for yourself. It's from, I forgot who the YouTuber is. It's from Chills. I will be leaving his link to his channel down in the description too, if you want to go check that out. So let's get going with the video.
Dash cams are mainly used to protect drivers in court, but every once in a while, they record things that seem to border on the realm of the impossible. Many of the people on this list have stories so outrageous that they would never be believed without some form of video evidence. Number 13. Two friends are having a discussion in a car late one night when something unusual and alarming makes them give pause.
Okay, that's a bit scary. Yeah, that's a bit scary.
Wait, is it that thing right there?
Very scary. That's
Oh, you could really see when they were backing up.
Sitting motionless in the middle of the road is what appears to be a pale, almost translucent child, silently regarding them with a blank, featureless face. The two friends ask no questions.
Okay, if that was me, I wouldn't be caught dead there. I would get out of my car and run. I would not even be driving anymore. I would be so scared because when I get scared and I'm driving, my foot starts shaking and I barely can drive. I have to pull over. But if that happened, I'd be gone.
And immediately get away from the scene before anything else can happen. They weren't sure what to make of this child at the time, but they later suspect that it was in fact an unfriendly spirit waiting for them. If this is not a paranormal encounter, then I think this child was perhaps being used as a distraction for a highway ambush. So it's a good thing they got out of there instead of leaving their car.
Highway ambush? I don't think it would be a highway. I think it was just a prank. Most of the stuff on this are probably pranks.
Investigate. Let me know what you would have done in this situation.
That's creepy as hell.
Number 12. This police cam footage was taken during a massive wildfire in Sonoma County, California in 2017. Officers are doing what they can to evacuate the public and restore order, but as this brief dashcam video shows, they were up against total chaos at the time. Listen closely and you'll even hear the dispatcher say that they can't tell which direction the fire is spreading and seems to be genuinely overwhelmed. I have to salute this officer and all of the other brave public officials who willingly charged into a massive blaze to try and help everyone. Number 11. It's a peaceful bus ride in the Russian countryside until the large vehicle finds itself surrounded by a countless number of these winged pests.
Oh, by the way, that last video. Yes, thank you to all the first responders and the police officers and the firefighters, all of those who help keep us safe and charging headfirst into danger just to evacuate or keep us safe from harm. Are they in a tornado?
Everyone inside is terrified as a swarm of gigantic locusts slam into the bus with enough force to rock its heavy-duty suspension system.
Oh, hell no. I wouldn't. Oh, no. I'm going to do some research later on where this is. I'm never going there in my life. I know it's foreign. It's in like the Middle East. I could hear the Arabic, but I'm never going there. No way. Because That is creepy as hell. It's like some Old Testament plague-ish.
Sky darkens and the driver and passengers are all helpless as the bus careens through millions upon millions of these oversized bugs, threatening to veer off course if things get much worse. Eventually, they can see the sun and sky again as they come through the other side of the living insect cloud. Everyone is ultimately unharmed, but understandably very alarmed at what they had just witnessed. If the bus had broken down, for example, then they would have been stranded until the never ending swarm of locusts had passed. Not to mention what would have happened if the windows had broken. Number
Wait. These things are big enough to break windows?
10. A
Okay,
police
nah, yeah,
officer in Lincoln,
never going there.
Kentucky is patrolling the streets when he chances upon something quite strange standing in the middle of the road. A tiny figure runs towards his headlights as soon as he gets out of the car to investigate.
Deputy Jeremy Gatney of the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office was on a routine patrol when his headlights shone across something running towards him.
The officer is surprised to find a small child
What?
standing in the middle of the road without any adults nearby. He instinctively picks the toddler up, and just moments later, a Mack truck plows by very close to where the child was first spotted. It's a good thing the police officer
Yes, thank you, whatever your name was. Because, okay, call CPS on those parents. Who lets their child run across freeways like that?
saw the child first because I doubt the driver of the tall truck would have noticed until it was too late. Apparently, the child had wandered out the front door of his home when no one was looking and took off down the busy road. The family was extremely relieved to have their child back, and fortunately, they were not charged with neglect. Number 9. This YouTuber is fairly sure that he's captured a ghost on his dash cam when he's traveling down a suburban road and sees reflective lights on the right. Watch the parked car on the right to see what I mean.
Yeah.
I personally think it looks like someone could
I
be
didn't see
stepping
anything.
into his line of movement here. It happens quickly.
There was
so I'll
nothing
play
there.
it again in slow motion. Let me know if you see it.
It's supposed to be like right there.
But when he pulls up
I
to
didn't
where
see
the
anything.
lights were, he and his friends are surprised to find nothing's there.
Where did it go?
They listen to NPR.
Yeah, it was like a wheelchair or something.
Both of them swear they saw the lights and thought someone was crossing the street. I guess his headlights could have been reflecting off of the parked car, but then again, the angle doesn't exactly seem to match up. Let me know if you see it and what you think it could have been.
I didn't
Number
see it.
8. A gigantic streak of lightning in Paducah, Kentucky was so large that it was caught by 2 different police dash cams. The first police car was far away, and its dash cam footage shows just how long this massive lightning bolt was. And the second police
Bro, I've been caught out in stuff like this where there's lightning strikes all around. Never be caught out. Like, if you think it's going to be a really bad storm and you're walking around, get inside. Go home. Because it is not fun being caught out in a storm. All your clothes get soaked. Your shoes stink. And like a couple years ago, there was a big storm where I live, and it like kind of settled down. So my mom was gonna open the window because it was really hot inside. She was gonna open the window, let her cross breeze in. But as soon as she opened the window, I was walking away towards the kitchen. As soon as she opened the window, a lightning bolt hit our backyard and let out a big crash. And I jumped like 3 feet up in the air. I almost hit my head on the ceiling. Scariest thing ever.
car was much, much closer.
You could go back through it. Well, seriously, one it would be.
The lightning bolt directly hit a nearby residence. Fortunately, everyone inside was all
Which
right.
one?
But this particular officer will never forget how close he came to being charred alive. Number 7.
You wouldn't technically die. Not all people die from lightning strikes.
A Russian driver is having a casual conversation behind the wheel when suddenly his thoughts are interrupted by a bizarre and unexpected change of events.
You know what I think happened there? I think the concrete mixer truck, it's concrete dried all onto one side, and it kind of like tipped it over. Hopefully nobody got hurt.
A large cement truck just a few cars ahead of them literally plunges below the asphalt as a gigantic sinkhole forms underneath its back tires.
Oh, it
The
was a
cement truck driver
sinkhole.
soon comes out and surveys what just happened, but there's little for him to do. If anything, he and everyone else should be hurrying to get away from the sinkhole instead of
Yeah, because sinkholes can sometimes spread because usually it's from like an underground disturbance.
casually observing it. I don't know what happened next, but hopefully the sinkhole did not grow any larger.
This is in
and
Russia.
Everyone made it out okay. Number 6. This electrifying event occurred in May of 2017 on the northeastern side of Shenyang City.
Oh shoot. That must have not been fun because the streets are wet. Like thankfully there's not like tires aren't made of all metal, because if they were, the metal would touch the ground and it would surge through the car and fry the car. But since the rubber's touching the ground, it's not going to do that. But all of that, all of this stuff, that's all electricity on the ground.
A white-hot light showers the street with sparks, but it's not from a blown transformer or downed power lines. A bolt of lightning has cracked the asphalt with the type of raw power that only nature can generate. It's a good thing that this street was lined with trees instead of power lines, or else this dashcam video would have almost certainly looked a whole lot worse. Number 5. This dashcam footage was taken on a busy road somewhere in India. Nothing looks out of the ordinary until a tiny object performs a bizarre aerial maneuver while hovering above the road. The saucer-shaped object appears to somehow stop and change directions mid-flight. Somehow, none of the oncoming motorists in the other lane seem to notice, which I think is odd, but maybe it all happened too fast for them to see. If not, then I think this dashcam video might be a fake, but
Yeah, that's totally a fake. Do you ever notice how all footage of UFOs is all grainy and bad quality? That's probably because they're all fake.
I'm curious to hear
All
your
Photoshop.
opinion. Number 4.
Shut down
A
Photoshop.
YouTuber named Alyssa Cross is driving down a local road somewhere in the south when she comes across a person who she has never seen before acting quite strangely by the side of the road. You can hear the nervousness in Alyssa's voice as she and her friend agree that it looks like this person could have some sort of strange virus, zombie or not. One can only wonder how many other
Definitely zombie. The zombies are rising. We must all prepare ourselves for doomsday.
viral outbreaks
Breaking Bad.
began in this exact same casual style of conversation.
Wait, no. Not Breaking Bad. Sorry. Walking Dead.
It appears that if
It's
that's
becoming
not
real.
the case, then this person is under the influence of something strong. Alyssa quietly drives past and leaves the stranger behind.
You know what it probably is? Meth.
Number 3. This mysterious dashcam footage was taken somewhere in Europe years ago and has been stumping
It's
YouTubers
Russia.
across the world ever since. When
Russia,
this car
bro.
takes a left, you can clearly see that all of the other cars in the opposite lane are at a full stop. In other words, there's absolutely no incoming traffic.
And
Then all of a sudden this happens.
oh.
The car is suddenly cut
Wait,
off by
what?
a second car that appears seemingly out of nowhere. Keep in mind that 2 other cars were making a right at the same time.
It's just amazing how great the brakes on this European car are. because usually those European car manufacturers aren't that good. But it is amazing how fast that car stopped because it came this close. I wouldn't have been able to see that car. I would have just rammed right into it.
And at no point does there appear to be any space for this ghost car to squeeze through. I've watched this video over a dozen times and still have no explanation, so help me out.
You know what it is? Barry Allen. He has created a ripple in time, and the cars from different dimensions are coming to our dimension.
You have any
Earth X.
idea how this happened? Number 2. Ronald Wiley was driving down a long stretch of road in West Virginia when suddenly no less than 7 trees simultaneously fall nearly on him. In his blue pickup truck, he's stunned for a moment and then quickly throws the vehicle in reverse because there are live power lines near that look like they could give way at any moment if Ronald had been going just a little bit faster, or if the trees were growing literally just a few inches to the left. Then he no doubt would have been caught in the middle of this and been a goner for sure.
Great driver right there. Great driver. Smart driver too. He survived. Survival of the fittest. Bob. Brian. That's your name. Brian. And he was driving a pickup truck. I want a pickup truck. What pickup truck should I get if I get one?
Instead of this outcome, he somehow makes it with only minor damage to a windshield wiper. Before we get to
That's
number
amazing.
1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. I'm currently doing a super poll on my Instagram. If you believe ghosts are real, then go to my most recent photo and tap the like button. If you don't, DM me saying why. When you're done, come right back to this video to find out the number 1 entry. Also, follow me on Twitter.
Follow this guy.
Because that's where I post video updates. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person. So if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way, you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Sunday. Number 1. It's late at night in the Russian Urals when suddenly the atmosphere itself becomes unrecognizable.
That's from a meteor. He said Russia, right? Right?
Becomes unrecognizable. Then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Sunday.
We get it.
Number 1. It's late at night in the Russian Urals when suddenly the atmosphere itself becomes unrecognizable.
It was 1839. It's like 10? No.
A brilliant flash of reddish yellow light intensifies for a full 15 seconds before dissolving back into darkness as if.
Bro. I would pull over, be trying to take pictures of that. I probably wouldn't get my phone out fast enough. I should get a dash cam and then upload dash cam footage on YouTube.
Nothing had happened. Scientists have been able to give no explanation for this occurrence, though this looks like it could possibly be a blast in my opinion. Give me your best guess or let me know if you agree. Either way, this dazzling and silent light show is one of the craziest things I've seen on Dashcam by far. Surveillance systems are supposed to keep you.
Okay, that's all for today. I'm gonna leave the link to the original video in the description, and I will be uploading more videos since I saw that I might be getting more attention on my YouTube channel. Subscribe, hit that like button, and watch some more videos. I'll be coming out with some more Omegle videos another time because I found a better site that doesn't have obscene stuff in it. So, until next time, see ya.